Yes, let's begin. Welcome everybody who are watching this video. I am Alexander.Tatsumaki, and look at that thing. I just made that. I'm Alexander.Tatsumaki, and I trade a managed account, trade client accounts, and today I'll give my opinion on some daily charts for the Priceaction signal system that I trade. And yeah, I thought, it's been a while. I've been skiing. These things happen in the north. Yeah, we came back from that, and now we suddenly got snow in my hometown. Feels weird. It's like almost like I brought the snow with me, that is. Right. So yeah, I will say I felt like I had the video trading disclaimer made, and not many people were watching that, and I thought that, yeah, it's time to hard code the text, just at least some of it to the screen. So if you're watching this, you know what I do probably, and the text is there so that you do not misunderstand a thing. There are risks involved with this business. So now, because I trade the force price action system on daily charts, not much happens 1 or 2 days. So first of all, let's have a look at how the system has been doing recently, and I have that here. Right, there we go. It's 3.04 drawdown still. Gain is at 12.32, and that is this number, the white line, which is growth. Equity is currently over. At the highest point we had 15.68%, and now the month of October has closed with 3.13% up. We had 3.3, and we had actually the best month in August at 6.25, and some losses in July. And we have a new month now in November. Yeah, this is not really representative. It's more like 7 or 8. I guess this will adapt. I don't really know how this works. So currently we have some, let's see, 3,844 pips up so far. I'm quite happy with that result, and this speaks for itself. If you are a person who is looking for, is trading yourself, or is looking at other people that trade, or other trade providers, and if you look at their numbers, some will inflate the profit, and will have quite substantially larger division of drawdown, where I have 3% over this period at the most. Some may have 10, 15, 20, 30%. Could be possible, and they could have greater gains because of it. I don't feel like that's the way to go. Of course, I could choose to scale this further. As I see currently, the numbers state that over this time period, the maximum drawdown has been 3%, meaning I could probably scale the input size of the positions to 10 times greater than what they are, which would mean that the gain would be maybe 10 times greater. Or would it? Not really sure about that, but it would be a lot bigger. Just pointing it out. Now then, yeah, that's that. That's the numbers. We don't need that anymore. Let's get to the chart. Can I do this? Yes. Yes, and this, and so first of all, we have the euro. This quite spiky thing and pin. This is the election thing day, and I was up to half past 3 in the morning watching this stuff on my other trading systems, hedging the crap out of this, quite frankly. And yeah, yesterday I wrote this new long. It means new long position, question mark. So am I looking to get long here? Yes. Currently, as this looks, I like the way this looks. and my filter says I'm only allowed to take long positions for this system currently, and so I will be inclined to look for longs, and this stop will stay there. If we close like this, I might enter here, which would, is that 100 pips? 100 or so pips, looks like. If it closes like this, is a spinning top, could be a spinning top. If it closes even lower, I don't like it too much. If we go up from here, first hurdle should be here, at close to the previous lock zone that I have since a few weeks back. If you watch my videos, yeah, that gives quite some credibility, doesn't it? Okay, I'm not about that stuff. I don't need to prove to anyone. Anyway, so back to the point. So at this place, I would extend my lock position if price comes to this point, and if I choose to go long here. If it comes to this place, I will lock the position, and the target should be here at this place. The reason is we had the low here. Here, this is the double previous low. It came up to this point before it broke the previous low. It went lower. That means that we had the ultimate power here to go low. It means that I want to target this when I go long. The amount of R up there is 4 plus, 4.5 plus. That would be extremely nice if I could get that. It doesn't happen often. I have seen it. Moving on. That was the Euro USD, by the way, daily chart. So moving on. Let's see the yen. Oh yeah, man. This is proper coffee. 2 sugars, some milk, real strong stuff. It's like that one guy. I met this guy in London. He said, "Listen, you people from the Sweden, you drink a strong coffee." He actually used proper English, but. And I said, "Yeah, what do you mean?" He says, "The coffee is strong enough to kill a horse." I find it funny, but maybe that's what he actually thinks. So to the yen. Previously, I have outlined this area as area where power, price at power to go down. Because of this, I am looking for that area to still be in play. And if we close here, and then perhaps we may form a harami the next day. So today, tomorrow is Friday. And yeah, so maybe if Friday creates a harami, Monday or when we open, might short that because the filter says I want to search for shorts. Price has been going down. We had the power here. Previously we had the power here to go down. And these are resistance areas. This is the bottom. If I go here, low, if I go short here, it will look like this. Let's say we enter here somewhere. And the stop is like average size is stuff like this. If I come to this point, I will lock it at 1.5. I will lock it somewhere here. Locking in half on R or something like that. And the target should be here at close to 2.89 R, 2, maybe 3 R, something like that. We'll find out. Euro GBP has been going down, and this previous top and break through the top should become some kind of resistance. And if yes, we have the green lines, yes. So this red and green lines are the Ichimoku cloud filters, and yeah, because the green is above the red, these will not repaint, and it tells me that at this point I should look for price to go up. It's just a filter. I could do this without that filter. I could do it with only the bars. I could use an oscillator, for example, a stochastic on RSI to check for divergence if I want to do that. That's just another filter. Or I could just simply put stochastic on. I'll show you in a second. So I'm looking for, in this setup, we had power here to go to the high, new high. We had power here again to go to the high and the higher high. So this is important. This is important. I'm looking for longs. How would I incorporate this stochastic? Let's put just stochastic simple one on. Yeah. So this is huge. So you can see it. Simple. Notice the lines. You see the area. It's lower. It's lower. It's higher. Talking about overextended, too high or too low, right? Let's outline this. So here, to make it clear. Here it's low. Can we, oh, and here it's low, and here. Oh, that's not right. Try again. Right, that's just another filter, if anyone's interested. Now, look at how the high matches up with the high, and the second high matches up with that. So it's just another way of confirming and showing that price is overextended in that area. And we had power here recently, lines up with that perfectly right, doesn't it? Now it's below again and reaching the previous area that we had problems. Could come into play once again. And if we're talking about the potential trade, minimum at that area here, stop would have to be somewhere like this to the distance. It could be way down here as well, and the signal could be here somewhere, but that's not what I'm guessing right now. So we had strength here recently, so let's do this. This blue square represents where we had power before, and small turn, small spike or whatever. If I enter long here, if my stop is here, and if price comes here, I want to lock it. And targets would be at this white point here. This would be my target if I do that. So notice when I go over these charts, as it says in the text, I am teaching myself by doing this. I'm not really teaching myself, but I am recording stuff and in a very easy way to me, documenting what I'm doing. And if somebody else can learn something from that, it feels good to me. But these are my notes, pretty much. And I know some people stream trading, and they do talk shows, put up charts, and they do actually share their notes in a similar fashion as I'm doing here. Anyway, so we're not going to use this. Yeah, that's the idea. The cable, I was long the cable on. Actually, the reason I locked this is because we broke out of the area with touch power with this white bar here. And I entered on a small retrace, on a minuscule retrace up, and then down again on a pin, the black and the white spike. I entered on that, and when I saw the power to go out of the area was there, the white power, I locked it. And really, this trade is not clean. This was me trying to make something out of not much, and it's locked in currently, and I feel good about that. Now, and the target is at the recent previous areas. Yeah, that's that. Notice the filter is in the wrong direction now, so the filter is saying down, and that means that if we go here, retrace up, I could go short at this place, or if we go higher and reach my target, I could choose to go short again here. Yeah, that's some possible scenarios. Dollar CAD is very useless at the moment. The low, high, the power area between the new high, and it just keeps on. Yeah, it's not really clean, not really showing anything. I mean, with a decline like this, what do you expect? I find that in trading and with watching the price, with looking at how it's doing, every reaction has a similar reaction. Reaction. I mean, so if we have a sharp decline here, the reaction may be a less sharp incline. However, it should reflect the same magnitude of strength, meaning if you look at the distance from here to here, the distance, it should be similar this way, or if it's going down a lot, it should be maybe, if it's going long to the side, it should be going a little bit up. Yeah, not useful at the moment. Oh yeah, looks like chop. This is the previous high that you can see on the screen. This is the low, and this is the previous low from that. This low created this high, and we came back down from that. That's one of the reasons why I outlined this area. It came up to this point, came down here, came up to this point again from this place. That's why this is important, and that's why this became something. And later we retraced up, created a pin bar in the area. That's when I outlined the area, and we then came back to that place. At that point I made this box, and price then came back to it again. Engulfing bar short, didn't work. Filter was saying long, so I didn't enter. And another this is not important, or this is not useful for me to trade. It is important. Price came back up to this place, showed another, created another engulfing bar, and coffee. This is the Aussie dollar, if you can't see it. And these are all daily charts, by the way. Maybe I notice you may not be able to see the names down there. That is unfortunate. Maybe I can fix that. Let me just finish this. I'll see if I can fix that. So it's an engulfing short saying power is down, power is down, power is down again. The only problem I have with that is the filter is saying up. So that's the rule for this system. Regardless of what I personally feel about it, that is the rule of the system. Another reason for me not entering here is the RR. It's not really there. Has not been there. So two reasons not to do anything, and that's why I haven't done anything. Alright. Let's see now if we can fix this. Alright. Region. Select it. If I do this, this should help somewhat. And yeah, you see, now you can see the names. Now you can see this name here. So I just used my streaming software that I use to record to move the chart. Anyway, that's the Aussie. Gold. Gold reacted to the level that they talked about last week, came back up to the lock level, and has since retraced down. Huge reaction on gold, man. Look at the spike. That's the election. Man, there was some cash made in that. That was my target. I believe this was my target. I'm almost certain. I don't remember, but this account doesn't trade gold, so whatever. Silver, similar reaction up, similar spike down, similar thing, but it wasn't clean, and currently I don't think it's clean. I don't see anything useful with this on the daily chart, so I'm skipping it. No point wasting time. The Kiwi NZD USD daily chart filter has been saying long a lot, and when I saw this engulfing bar here, I thought, yeah man, there's some power going up. I entered on this previously and I locked it here, and yeah, when price came to this point, notice this huge chop zone here. So when we come to the chop, I mean, there's one price action is up and down, right? But when we come to the chop, there's like a lot of bars in one clump like this. I like to, should be stop. There should be some problem going past that. So when I saw the big bar and the harami, I locked it, and it cut my trade, and I got some pips from that. And the filter is saying long, so I'm not too interested in this engulfing bar short. And besides, there wouldn't be any RR here anyway. If you see, this is halfway from there to there to there. There's no RR there possible for me anyway. The Euro CAD. Wow, look at that reaction. Look at the spike. Boom. That's what happens. This is still the Fibonacci here that I had a limit order to enter. When this bar formed, I was not home in my place at my computer. I was somewhere else. Actually, I can only blame myself because I was drinking some beers. This is what happens when you drink beers and not trade. Yeah, it's true actually. Anyway, limits position was here, and it hit the target and reacted spike up, saying that, well, listen, my name is Price and I don't want to go up. Filter is saying long though, so it's not interesting. So perhaps we will see, because this is touching at the reaction that created the low. This is new high from this. So these are important. This spike is important. If we come to this area, actually we should do this. No, that's the old area. Actually, we should not do that. This can be here. Let's see. So if we come to this place, I may choose to short it. Yeah. And there is 2.5 R. Yeah. So, new short question. Maybe, if we get there. Yeah, and we don't need to, just for showing. So if we retrace up, and the filter is up, but when you see, this is below, yeah. Of course, if price comes down here, somewhere, it could go up also, but I feel like that's less likely right now. So that's that. It's Euro CAD, Euro Yen. Yeah, not really doing too good. This had power down. This had power down, and now it seems like it's stopping. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't go. If it goes above this top, it's out. I'm probably thinking it's probably going out. So yeah, it's currently looking for shorts, but this white bar does not make me feel happy. Or it doesn't matter, but the way if this closes here, yeah, there's more power up than I expected, and it may very well turn down, but we'll see about that. So that's that. We had the power here previously. Before that, we had this area, and this blue box should be the bottom, and we'll see about that. 1 second. Let me just do this. Because no interruptions. Excellent. There. So, funny thing is, my phone. I changed some settings. I tried some new software, and I get awesome battery time for this phone. Ridiculous battery time. I think I'm looking at for 7 or 8 hours. It cost me like 3-4% at the most. That is crazy. That's what I think. And also, one tip actually, if we're talking about the phones, I'm a lot into tech. This is the trading part, but one tip, if you're into phones, right? If you really need the battery, and you can't charge your phone, right? Let's say you have 20%, 30% on. You could turn your phone off, you know, that will save the battery, remember. You could also put it in flight mode, turn off all the so-called radios. It's called radios, but the antennas, whatever. Turn off the flight, put it in flight mode. It will save battery a lot. Take my word for it. Try it out. But yeah, it's a tip for you. If you want to save battery, if you're traveling in 1 hour, if you're somewhere on a plane sleeping for 2 hours, like I do, yeah. It's called airplane mode for a reason. Oh man. I didn't make that up actually. Maybe this coffee is way too strong. I need to finish this before I detonate or whatever. So GBP, JPY, yeah. Reaction up. Currently the filter has been saying short, and we had the power here to create a low, nice spike. And when I was looking at this sideways action and then the pin reacting the level, I was thinking to myself, listen, this is not a clean signal, but this is telling me that there is power going up. How far can it go? Well, I believe the power is here, or because it was there. And yeah, so it was there, previously it was there, so this region here should be perhaps somewhere I can short it. We'll see about that. Yeah, it's following it up. Maybe we'll get a reaction up, then go down with a spike and then start going up, because we've been going down for a long time here. Who knows? So that's the GBP JPY. And Euro odd. Yeah, this signal I wanted to enter on this. Let me move this to the side to figure. Oh yes, now I know what it is. It's an engulfing and the pin, and power goes back into their area, and that's the reason the entry is there. It's because this bar, and the stop is there because that's the size I figured in my head, the average bar size that they use. If you've watched my videos before, you know that they use this. And the reason I put too many pips is simply because 420 pips. It's not that it's too many, it's a bit too large for this current account type and size. And with a huge account, like a 100k account, it would be no problem at all putting on a trade here. But that is another issue, another thing to talk about, and I can make another video about that later. It won't be today though, because I got some stuff to do tonight. Anyway, yeah, too many pips, and it went back into the zone and several bars. But this looks similar to the concept as explained by Mr. Steve Neeson, where it talks about, I think he calls it crack and snap. Yeah, pretty much. So, and if you have his books or materials, look for that. You'll see what I mean. And he only uses two bars going down and one bar going back up into the area. But really, in my mind, it's about interpretation. If a signal is formed using 2 bars, or if a signal is formed using 5 bars, it only means, really, if you think about it, that the signal was created on another time level. We're talking about periodicity. So, for example, this top, previously had power here. This was the low, reaction, same low, again holding, reaction up, and we can create again similar low. That means we have the power here. And this high has several bars in it. On the daily chart, it's 20 bars. It's about 18 and it starts going down. So 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks of action in this chop, and then it starts going down. But on another time level, on this is D1, maybe on D3, it would be a third of the bars. The level would be the same, but it would look different. And because this is MetaTrader, I know it can be done, but I don't have the knowledge to change it into D3 or maybe D4. But I could potentially, I could just open another platform that I didn't prepare for this, but I could open another platform and show you where I have down to tick charts, D1, D2, H2, H3, etc. But again, my point is, here 20 bars is in the formation. It could be 2 bars if it was a D10 chart, for example. And on a D10 chart, this would be a pin bar, probably. Right? We follow? Because it went down, rejected, it went up. That's a pin bar. So, yeah. Periodicity, time scale. Euro odd. Euro NZD, yes. Proper crack and snap on D1. If this closes above, yes, I want to enter this long. The question is, size, pips, 420 pips is too large for me for this account, but it doesn't mean that the signal is not, I still like the signal. I might enter it on a retrace, never know. 1.5 R to the lock and maybe 1.5 to the target. not interesting. So I just wrote för lite RR. It means too little RR, too few Rs. 1.5 is not good enough. 1.6 is good enough. That's what I think. So we got the out yen. Currently looks like it will create a pin bar short. And yeah. Right, let me just do this. Right. So yeah, currently if it creates this pin bar, filter says down. I already placed this. I can remove this. A new trade might be created on another account here. And as you see, 3.5 R down. And currently it looks like that would need 140 pips or so. Not too bad. And the lock would have to be here. It's already the same lock level. The recent reaction that created the same low. Targets here. If it's this double level, if this is the highest it can go, and it stops here and goes higher again. I'm looking at this blue box for lock. Also there's a gap. And out yen. And that's the final daily chart that I am looking at. So this has been a quick roundup of some daily charts. I hope you learn something from this. Please feel free to share this video with your trading friends and all your other friends and leave your comments. Feel free to subscribe, like the video if you like it, and remember, trading disclaimer. I will link it. It's linked down in the description, but thank you.